Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eliana Shot. Thank you so much for joining me today. I actually got this video topic request down in the comments a couple videos ago actually, and I'm just now getting around to it. So today I'm going to show you the crafts I like to do in my free time. I have a lot of free time right now with school winding down and I'm still looking for a job. So these are kind of the hobbies that I like to fill my time with, and maybe it can be inspiration for y'all to pick up another hobby or just an entertainment to watch me. So I hope y'all like this video, and without further ado, let's get started. So I'm actually gonna go in order of what I do the least to what I do the most often, because that's easier and I have less supplies for the things I do the least, obviously, because I'm not spending as much money on them. So first up, I'm going to be doing knitting. So I have these, they're like circular needles. I've never used these, they confuse me so much. And then I also have these needles. Sorry, that is really crinkly, but they're like acrylic, so they, I don't know if they're good or not. I used them a couple of times. And then obviously yarn. I have lots of yarn. This is not even all of it. This is just like my favorite color right now. But I learned knitting a while ago at a summer camp. And my first time at the summer camp, I was like, yes, this is amazing. But I didn't learn how to finish off the knitting. And then I learned how to do that a couple years later. And I've just never gotten around to making a project with knitting. It's probably, you know, one of my goals eventually, but I have plenty of other stuff keeping me busy right now, so I'm not too concerned about finishing an actual knitting project, but I do like to do it from time to time. We have hand lettering / Bible journaling. I'm gonna just put these in the two same sections because that's what I do most of the time. So this is one example on a canvas of what I did. It says, "Here's to the nights that turned into mornings with the friends that turned into family." I messed up the painting I was supposed to do, so I just hand lettered over it, and I thought it turned out super cute. So there's that. I also really like Bible journaling, if I can get my Bible. So this is my, sorry, a car passed by. This is my favorite one that I've done. I'll probably include a picture so you can see it better as well. It says, "He's not God of the dead, but of the living. You're quite wrong, Jesus." And that comes from Mark 12:27. So I just really liked doing that. And I have a bunch of others in my Bible as well. But I really like that way of just making words beautiful. And words have so much power already, and just making them into art by themselves is amazing. And it's a good way to spend time in the Word, just really reflecting on what verses mean, what passages mean. And now for my supplies. I have a lot of supplies, so I'm only going to show you a little bit because showing you all my supplies would take forever. I got really into hand lettering, I don't know, 2019, and I have a lot of supplies. So these are my pins. This is my little pin case. Well, not even all my pins. This is just some of my Tombow brush pins. Love them. They're so good, but expensive. Then we have more pins in this cute little watermelon thing. There's like off-brand brush pins and pins that are like, but they're still quality pins, but they're like on their way out. And then washi tape. I like washi tape, but I don't use it that much, honestly. And then we have stickers. These are just some of my stickers, but I really like these because they're white, so I can just put them like on a blank background and they look really good. I think that's all my supplies. I mean, obviously paper. You don't need a journaling Bible to Bible journal. You can just journal in a notebook. Hold on. Okay, so this is more of my Bible journaling notebook. It's not as fancy because it's just like a composition notebook, but I just like write the verses and reflect on like the words. And this is also my prayer journal as well. Alright, we are going to be talking about embroidery now. This I honestly did try to start an embroidery business. I want to say like 2020, 2021-ish. Do not remember when. But I got really into it all of a sudden, and I was like embroidering all my extra just blank t-shirts, and then it just became too much and I did not have enough time to be doing that. But I really do enjoy it still. I just don't pick it up that much. So this is my favorite completed project. It's just a sweatshirt with a butterfly. I freehanded one side of the butterfly, and you can definitely tell. I also embroidered a couple sweatshirts for my little sister, and then also for like her entire Tenderheart unit for American Heritage Girls, like a little manger. That took me forever to do, but it was really fun. My mom paid me, so it was okay. But now for my supplies. I have a lot of embroidery supplies because I thought I was going to start a business. So these are my needles. Try and get a needle out. There's like so much going on in this little tiny compartment. Okay, this is a needle. It's really tiny. Obviously, embroidery needles are very tiny and stabby as well. If you've ever embroidered, you probably know that because they have to like get through the fabric. Then I have embroidery hoops. I have all different sizes. This is only 2 of them. I have like 5 over here. Then I have embroidery thread. This is not even all of it. These are just them on bobbins, which I find a lot. Oh my goodness, you can tell how long it's been since I've used this. They're dusty. That's disgusting. Oh my goodness. Okay, but this isn't even all the colors that I use. They're just like the colors that I put on bobbins. I have a lot of others that are just, you know, normal thread. Then this honestly is probably my favorite embroidery tool to help. So this is a stencil, and it's a tearaway stencil. So it's like tracing paper but for embroidery specifically. And then I wanted to show you a work in progress. It's in this little bag. I've not touched this in months. Like going through all this, I'm like, oh, I should start this again. And I'm like, no, you should not. So I got this at like Walmart, I want to say, but you can tell how long it's been. Like there's creases in it. There's not, oh, and just a random needle. I'm so glad I saw that. I don't know, these are fun, but they just take so long. I have this entire like embroidery bag just to hold it all together. It's like a project bag. I could use this for other things too. It just holds all my embroidery stuff because I have an entire drawer dedicated to my crochet things, which we're going to talk about next. Now we're going to do crochet. This is the one that I spend the most time on it, the most resources. I have the most stuff. I've been doing it the longest. So here we go. If you saw this part of my bed, because I sit on my bed to film, you'd be like, there's so much like crochet things. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my like earliest crochet project to my latest. So this is my earliest one. It's just a granny square pillow over like some random pillow form. My mom actually helps me make this. Shout out to my mom, because I was ready to give up. Then we have Eeyore. I made this for my little sister, and he's an amigurumi. I don't know if I said that right. I've heard everyone say it different, but this was like my first time doing a stuffed animal for crochet. His tail comes off, which is like so cute. But I definitely learned a lot from doing this. Even with just the eyes, I didn't know really how to do that. And his like mouth isn't in a straight line, but it's still one of my favorite projects. And then my most recent one that I've completed is this. It's just a checkerboard book sleeve. This is actually where I keep my notebook for YouTube. Now I'll go into what I've been using with all my scrap yarn, because if you crochet or knit, you know you have a lot of it. So I've been doing these cute little flowers. Sorry, I decided this was gonna be the corner because I messed up one of them, but they're just super cute and like they don't take up a lot of yarn, so I've been going through a lot of scrap yarn this way, and I just like it because it makes me feel, you know, less wasteful. It's a cute project idea, and they're quick and easy to make, so I can just do them pretty much without thinking. Also, these scissors are amazing. They're like the tiniest little scissors. They take up no room, but they're pretty sharp. So that is one work in progress. Now my next work in progress is a stuffed lion. So his head is on sideways. I need to resew it. I've decided I'm going to. He also needs his mane, his tail, his arms still, but he's so cute. I love him. And then my biggest work in progress, I've just been taking a break from this one for a while. I'll finish it eventually. I was making a blanket. It's a pretty big blanket. Oh, like probably too big for the camera. Now into supplies. So obviously for crochet, you're gonna need, you know, crochet hooks. Just show you the variety of crochet hooks, and this isn't even all of them. I have this entire bag as well. I do not like the sound of the crochet hooks clanking against each other. Okay, then we have these crochet hook grips, which are really helpful if you are crocheting a big piece. So they're like this, and you just slide them on your crochet hook, cut off the end, and then you can grip it easier. Wow. Next up is just yarn. I have plenty of yarn. This is just regular yarn. Like, wait for. This is honestly, that kind of yarn is the yarn I use the most. I don't have a lot of fancy yarn just because I find it harder to transition from project to project. I like the option of, oh, I want to start a project and I already have enough yarn of XYZ color to do it. I just think that's nice to have that option. But yeah, that was the video. Those are my main hobbies. I don't really do that much else. I will say I cycle through my hobbies a lot, and if you picked up, it's like, oh, you picked that up in 2019, then you picked up another hobby in 2020, and then another one this year, and that does seem to be the case. But it just gives me some variety to come back to, and then I'm not starting a new hobby every other month or so. But yeah, if you like this video, please put a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you thought, and tell me what hobbies you like to do as well. I love y'all. Bye!